Hi everybody, welcome to this year's wreath video. We thought it would be a good idea to update it because the last one that we had just mentioned COVID far too many times. So I've got my wonderful helper here with me today. This is Alona.
Hello everyone.
She's come all the way from Ukraine to help us today. You look like a floating head. Come up. There we go. Hello. Okay, so first thing to do is you've got your bundle of willow. It should look a bit like that. And you want to go through your pile and you want to find the fattest one to start with. Okay, so in this case, I think it's probably this one. Thank you. Right, so we've got this one. The end is going to be a bit chunky, so don't worry too much about that. But what you want to do is you want to very gently start. Take it over your knee. And you can rub it. You want to just kind of get it so it's bending. I've been working on mine a little bit. I cheated before I started so that the video wouldn't be too long. So Alona and I have already had a little go at bending them. So the first thing you want to do when you've got maybe you could start with all of your willow, bend them all a little bit like we have, or you could just start with the first one and then go on. So we're going to take the first one and you're going to try and make a circle. And the smaller the circle you make now, the smaller your wreath will be. The smaller it is, the fatter it is. I quite like them really big, which is good because I'm not very strong. So, and you want to make sure that you've softened it so you don't snap it when you do this. If you do snap it, it's not the end of the world. When you put all the greenery on, you won't notice the kink. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is to take one round. You might be thinking that all the wire in your pack is at this stage. It's not for this stage. This should hold itself together without any wire. I'm trying to keep all my little ends in, but I might not be able to. It's also not very round, but oh, that doesn't matter. Okay, just try and loop it round, and you want to get a kind of circular shape. Doesn't have to be perfect. As we keep adding them on, it'll get more round, hopefully. Penny. Dog is outside. Okay, so that's not very round, but it doesn't matter too much. I'm going to chop that off later. It's too chunky. Oh, as if by magic. Do you know what? I'm going to chop it later, but thank you. Right. You want to then get your second biggest piece. Oh, thank you, Alona. And you want to start in a different place than the other one. You don't want to have it like that, or you'll have just one big, it'll be skinnier on the same bit. So you want to start it a little bit further over, alternate it. So it just comes in maybe about there. Okay, again, that end is going to be too chunky for me, so I'm not even going to attempt it. Okay. And then you want to start wrapping it around as well. Woo, nearly taken Alona out with that one. Ugh. Oh, no. Right, you hold that for a minute. Sometimes it comes undone. Probably, if I'd have softened it better, that wouldn't have happened. Okay. Doesn't matter if that happens, you just start back at the start. It might be a good reason why doing them all first would be better, because then you're ready to attach them and you don't lose one while you're waiting to do the other. Basically, just making a loop. Mine's a wonky loop already. I'm going to push it back into a round shape. None of my wreaths have ever been perfectly round on my door. Okay, we're going to try the second one again. Again, like I said, starting in a different place than the last bit. And then trying. Made such a small one this time that getting it round isn't going to be as easy. It always helps to have somebody else help you to kind of put it through the middle. That's it. It's like we're sewing. Ooh. And sometimes it catches your skin a little. That's it. Okay. Good job, Alona. It's like you've done this before.
Careful. Wow,
This
it's
is-
so beautiful.
It's the smallest one I think I've ever attempted to make.
Maybe.
Yeah, I have a big ones in the shed from last year. I just keep adding to it because it lasts. You won't need wires because as this dries, it will hold itself together. Actually, ow, my
Oh,
fingers.
sorry.
That's okay. Right, okay. So, gosh, it's good though actually. Look how quickly we're going. I think it does help to have a helper. Usually do it on my own. Right, so we've got another small one.
This.
Is that a good one? Okay, and again, we'll start it in a different spot. As they get smaller, they get a lot easier. There we go. Perfect. Just there we go. So it's not perfectly round. You can press it against your hip, press it against your leg, make it a little bit rounder. And if you've got any little odds and bits sticking off, you can cut them off. But the less wire you put on, the less it's going to scratch your door. Yeah, we might have to trim this little guy off. Maybe not. Maybe we'll chuck him in there. Okay, it's gone a little bit lopsided, but that's okay. We can fix some of these bits. Penny! That doesn't matter. That one doesn't matter, Alona. Can you get me another one then, please?
This is last.
Is that the last one? Okay. Right. Well, we actually broke one of ours, so we would have more, but we broke one. So I'll probably try and salvage it later, but not in this video, just to make it a little bit fatter. Okay. There we go. Ooh. That's it. Thread the needle through the... I hope you can see what we're doing in the video.
Be careful.
Yeah, you could take your eye out with that. Okay, that's it. Oh, my fingers.
Maybe
Let's go around this bit. There we go.
Maybe I can this. It's so good. In my grandmother's big this.
Your grandmother
Big
has a
tree,
big one.
yes.
Big willow
Mega
tree.
tree, yes.
Oh,
Just my garden is big. This.
in Ukraine.
Yes, this garden here many trees. It's so good, maybe.
Right, okay. It's a little bit wonky, but I'm going to cut some of these off. I might even take a little bit of wire and maybe wire one in if it's just sticking out a bit, but I'll cut off, obviously, that one. It's too hard for me to bend. Okay, and we have kind of a shape. I'm going to push it against myself, make it a little bit rounder. When you get all the greenery on, it won't really matter too much. Right, Alona's going to teach you how to do something just before the end of this video. And there are more videos. Obviously, there's videos for adding the greenery and for doing your bows. So come on over here, Alona. Right, she's going to teach you to say Happy Christmas in Ukrainian.
Щасливого Нового року.
Okay, now she's going to slow down so you can hear her.
Щасливого Нового року.
Excellent. Right, and in English, Merry Christmas, everyone.